What's up guys, your friendly neighbor Demon here bringing a new video, and today we're going to be looking at the next upcoming event, the Blast Premier Spring Groups just here. We also got the IM Katowice in February, another huge event. We got the play-in and then the actual main event. I'll go more into this in another video, but today we're going to be focusing on the spring groups. At the moment, we've got CS Summit going on. VP most likely about to take out Mousesports. I'm not sure if this may be Carrigan's last event until he officially gets announced on FaZe. It's almost definite that he's going there. It seems like been rumoured and reported for so long now, and it just makes sense with Twist going in, Olaf wanting to retire. It's probably just going to happen. But anyway, Blast Premier Spring Groups 2021. We had this last year. We just had the Blast Premier Final, which was the culmination of the entire Blast year. Last year, but it got postponed to this year, early this year, and now we're going into the actual new season of Blast with these spring groups. They played it in a LAN studio, small audience last year. I believe it was sort of Complexity's first time really playing on LAN and stuff like that. It was quite a fun event. They played it in London. Obviously, we're still playing it online at the moment. So that is what it is. But yeah, we got quite a few of the. Well, I mean, we obviously got all the partner teams basically playing in this. The usual suspects: Astralis, Vitality, Na'Vi. Big, I think they were a newly announced partner team, if I'm not mistaken. Liquid, OG, G2, Complexity, MIBR, NIP, FaZe, and EG. I believe it is basically the top 6 go through to the finals, into the spring finals, and then the bottom 6 go to the spring showdown. So they'll have another chance to qualify for the finals, the spring finals that is. And obviously there's a reasonably small prize pool compared to sort of the main events and whatnot, but these guys get paid tons of money anyway, so I'm sure they're not bothered. What we got to go into this, so I guess a big thing is MIBR, completely different team. They picked up the Boom roster, I believe it was. So we got Bolts, Yell, I believe Yell was the IGL, Cello, Shuz or SHZ, and Danako. Bolts is probably a familiar name to everyone. Obviously, previously been on MIBR with the core of the legendary Zero Fallen Taco lineup, who's one of the players that got swapped in and out for including Phelps and whatnot. So it's cool to see Bolts back on MIBR and getting to perform in Europe again. They just played CS Summit, I think. They had an okay run. They beat, well, I say an okay run. They lost pretty much all the games. They beat FaZe, but FaZe are crap at the moment. So what do you expect? But it's still a feat beating the likes of coldzera and Brokey and Olaf and all of that. Unfortunately, they lost to Heroic twice in Cloud9. But they match up against Native Spin Zero, I see already. Moving into Blast again. Next team up, NIP. They looked, again, they only won one series Summit. They looked incredibly underwhelming at Summit. So hopefully they can actually pull the finger out and do something. Well, I mean, they looked okay, but they're just, it's for one of the top Swedish teams. It's just unacceptable. And again, we can see they've got another hard match up at the start, Astralis. So it's basically it looks like it's, I mean, the top seeds are going to play the bottom seeds first of all, it seems like. And there are 3 different groups. It's a group, the A, B, and C. So it will be a little bit off. FaZe, we've got Twist coming in, it seems like, for his first event. That's probably the biggest news in this event, really. That Twist is coming in to replace Kjaerbye on FaZe. It's clearly a firepower upgrade. Kjaerbye was incredibly underwhelming and has been ever since he left Astralis. As far as you ask me, maybe a couple of stand-up performances, but Twist is a world-class player. We all know that. We all know he could be at the top of the game. See what kind of spots he gets. I mean, I'm sure he'll get spots over Olaf because he's going to be leaving, and Rain, I'm sure, will welcome him with open arms and try to make Twist as comfortable as possible. So we'll see what happens. Oh, look at that. Liquid, first game. Now that's a storyline. Oh my god, I'm so excited about that. I just got so excited about that. FaZe versus Liquid, first game with Twists on the roster. That's so sick. That's so sick. But yeah, that's going to be really exciting to see Twist play for FaZe. EG, they just played in the DreamHack Open, and again, they did not play particularly well considering this is an open tournament. It should be easier. They lost to Big and they lost to FunPlus Phoenix. Both teams, both of those teams. Oh no, Big didn't make it to the final. They lost to Spirit. I didn't realize that. But FunPlus Phoenix has made it to the final with their new Chris J addition, which is positive. See how that final pans out later today. But EG still the same team. Let's see if they can start bringing that EU form back. We know that these guys can frag. Zerk, Breezy, Ethan, they're all animals, and Tarek and Stan definitely have their moments. So see what they can do. Not much else to say. Complexity, I don't know if they're still playing with a stand-in. They were playing with Yugi previously. The big thing about Complexity is if JKS can actually step up and start playing well, because we know he's an animal. We know he can frag. He's had a really, really tough time in the last... yeah, look at this. 2021.79 rating. That is not JKS standards, man. I don't know. There's something... I don't know. It's hard to gauge. Let's see what happens. But this man needs to show up. Needs to show up for the team because he can frag the fuck out. G2... Still got Nico. They've been very underwhelming as well since the addition of Nico. Apart from their first tournament, I can't remember when they. Okay, so they've had them a while, but they really need to figure something out. Hunter's form has dropped off because Nico's taken a lot of his spots. So Hunter needs to step it up and get comfortable with the new way that he's playing. I think Kenny. Man, he needs to be more consistent. I know he's a fast guy, but he needs to calm his... I think he needs to calm a little bit. He just tries to go for these crazy shots all the time, and he should take a leaf out of Device's book, just hold an angle and be a bit more patient. So we'll see how the development of Nico's edition is going to come in, moving into the Blast Spring. OG, they've been looking pretty good. They're number 7 ranked overall now, and they're a pretty solid team, man. They haven't quite got that spice where you think, oh my god, they're gonna win it all just yet. I think it's a slow burner. They've been slowly building, and if they can find some special sauce, they could definitely do some damage. Definitely make some upsets in this tournament. This has been the same lineup since the start, which is quite impressive. If you ask me, not many teams stick around that long. Liquid, again, we had Twists go to the FaZe, and Fallen has come into Liquid. I think from what they played, the last event they played was the global final. And they actually look pretty impressive to me. They beat Na'Vi 2-0. Obviously, they lost to them later in the lower bracket, and they beat UG. And it looked pretty positive. I mean, they weren't just rolling over to Vitality or Na'Vi. They were definitely putting up a fight, and now they've had more time to practice and more time to integrate Fallen and get grips to the new edition. I think they could definitely cause some more upsets. I don't think they're gonna set the world on fire just yet. But it definitely looked positive here. Big, there's not a lot to say there. They've been the same 5-man for a while now. They're a stable team. They're still ranked number 4. In my mind, they're not ranked. They're not the 4th best team in the world. But apparently they are. Damn, Liquid at 5th? What the hell? They're definitely a talented team. Tabson has been calling amazing. Searson's an animal. Antares can pop off, and Keto's there, and when he needs to be, Tizian, best support player in the game. Really impressive stuff from what he always gets the impact frags. He always gets what he needs to do. Na'Vi, we know they just won the Blast Global Finals, so there's a lot riding on this to keep up the momentum for them. See what they can do. As I said in my previous video, I analysed how Na'Vi beat them on Nuke T side, how Na'Vi beat Astralis on Nuke T side, and we talked about in the intro how Boomich needs to be more consistent. He was definitely being impactful in that Nuke game, finding entries, being a nuisance. He needs to continue finding these openings and having these impact frag kills to let Simple Electronic do their thing and clutch up the end of the round. Vitality, the best team to never win anything. The best team to never win anything, man. They obviously lost to Na'Vi in the semi-final of the Blast Global Final. And Simple just twerked on them, man. He just absolutely dominated them. But Vitality, we expect them to do well here. There's no doubt about it. They should make to the spring final straight up. And Astralis again, same 5-man or 6-man, if you count that Bobski occasionally gets to grace the server. Such a waste of talent, just Bobski sitting on the bench most of the time. But we expect Astralis to make it through. They haven't been as dominant as they were in 2018 and parts of 2019, but we still expect them to do well. They're still the #1 ranked team in the world. So we'll see. But what matchups we got? We've got Astralis NIP. If NIP win against Astralis, I don't know. That would be incredible. But let's face it, Astralis is going to win. OG Big. That should be an interesting matchup. Quite similar teams, really. If you, in my opinion, in the way they're quite stable. They try and do the right things. They try and play proper Counter Strike. So it could be an interesting matchup there. You can see it's a double elimination bracket here. So yeah, double elimination bracket is what it is. Vitality's complexity. Vitality should easily win this first matchup. As said, JKS needs to step up if Lexi wants to do anything. I'm not sure if Poison's back. I haven't heard about a stand-in or anything. So I assume Poison is back at this point. EGG2, two teams are trying to find their way back up to the graces of the top 10. This is a bit of a toss-up to me. I think if G2 can function well and Nico and Hunter can do well at the same time, EG would really struggle in this matchup. But at the same time, EG, if they're playing together and finding these openings against G2 and shutting Nico down, especially, I think EG could walk all over them. I think EG will have a better system than G2 at this point. Personally, they've been a team a lot longer as a 5-man, and G2 looked like they were still trying to integrate Nico properly. So we'll see what happens there. Na'Vi MIBR. I mean, this is very one-sided, isn't it? If MIBR win a map at all, I'll be incredibly impressed. So that's a bit of a given. And FaZe Liquid. This matchup, man. This matchup has got me so excited. February 12th, 6:30 p.m. man. Gotta be there. It's February 12th. This is the most interesting first matchup, man. FaZe with Twist against Liquid. This is a rivalry right here. I mean, I'm not expecting FaZe to win at all because they're still playing with Olof. They haven't got a proper in-game leader again, but Twist is gonna be on fire. He's gonna wanna beat this team, man. He's gonna wanna beat Liquid. So this will be fiery matchup, no doubt. I mean, it could be just one side and FaZe just get walked over, but we'll see. But definitely looking forward to this event. Again, the top 6 will make it to the spring final, and then the bottom 6 will go to the showdown as a second chance to make it to the final. I hope you enjoyed this video though. Please subscribe for more. We're going to be doing some more analysis, more previews and whatnot, and about events, talking about things, and I hope to see you soon.